Right. Eberechi Eze Arsenal medical underway today. In the morning, I came up with a story that Eberechi Eze is set to undergo his medical today at the club of Arsenal, and that is at the Soboha Reality Training Center. And obviously, it all went on well as planned. And guess what? Eberechi Eze is undergoing his medical. And guess what? We even have a very huge story coming in through from Fabrizio Romano about how Arsenal have gone ahead, obviously, sign all papers with Crystal Palace. And the only thing that can obviously see this deal sliding back or going south is a player known as Eberechi Eze not really passing the medical. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and this is what you really need to know about the so-called story of Eberechi Eze. And there is a video making rounds. Eberechi Eze went ahead to obviously leave the side of what is it called? Selhurst Park. I think that was last night, and it was all smiles all night ahead of his move to Arsenal. But remember yesterday, Eberechi Eze wasn't part of the team that went ahead to play in the qualifier of the what is it called, the UEFA Conference League, and he wasn't part of that. He came in through and represented, supported the team, and the team went ahead to win by 1-0. That is Eberechi Eze for you, and he really put in a very good shift in the supportive career, and he was amongst the fans. Last day of him at the Selhurst Park, I know he went ahead to say his goodbye to other players at Selhurst Park, and that is Eberechi Eze for you. And guys, we are now wanting to hit 28,000 subscribers because we've just gone ahead to hit 27,000. So please go into the mix, subscribe. After subscribing, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video to this channel. And I'm really cooking something new for the members. So please go ahead and really click the word join. You know, below this after the subscribe button, there is the join button. You know, hit it. After smashing it, you'll obviously join. I think it's $1 per month. You get? Become a member, paying $1 per month. Then you will be the best supportive person that we've ever gone ahead to have here onto the Rokani Media Football. So it's really coming to the right time to obviously unveil the story of Eberechi Eze and how his medical is really going at the Soboha Reality Training Center. And Fabrizio Romano told us that all documents are signed club to club for Eberechi Eze move to Arsenal. Eze undergoing his medical ahead of signature on contract and registration, as it must happen before 12 p.m. to be eligible against Leeds. Now, I told you in the morning that Arsenal were really working against the clock. They are really working against time to see to it that they really get the deal of Eberechi Eze out of the way, to see to it that it's done and dusted, and they are really looking forward to see to it that they obviously get to something else. But Arsenal went ahead to really try, and by the time I've gone ahead to come in through, the deadline of registration is over, and the news we are getting is that the medical is underway, and Arsenal was like, let's first sign these documents, you know, with Crystal Palace, such that when the results of the medical are really out for Eberechi Eze, we as the club just contact the Premier League and send them all the documentation that everything is done and dusted, and we won't obviously see ourselves get back into Crystal Palace signing or not. So the documents have gone ahead to be signed, but the question is, did Arsenal beat the deadline? Sorry, did they meet the deadline of registering Eberechi Eze? That is the most important bit of it all. And the answer comes in through from Sir Collins, Arsenal correspondent for the Standard. He has told us that Arsenal are not expected to complete the signing of Eberechi Eze in time for him to make his debut against Leeds United on Saturday, with the expectation instead that the move will be finalized over the weekend. So, first signals that we are sent from a correspondent of Arsenal as he's being fed in directly from the club of Arsenal indicated that Arsenal are not set to complete, everything of Eberechi Eze, and he's really right because they needed to put in a very big shift in there for you. So, as it stands, the side of Arsenal is not gonna be having Eberechi Eze in their match squad. That is obviously gonna be representing for the side of Arsenal versus Leeds. That is tomorrow. And remember, after this video, I'm gonna be live streaming the match preview of Arsenal versus Leeds United because I can't do an upload as we are short of time. It has to be a live stream. I'm gonna be live streaming and talking to you, my mates, here onto the Rokani Media Football. And then Jacobs Ben has obviously gone ahead, come up with the latest about whether the lad will feature for the game of Leeds, and this is what he had to say. Eberechi Eze won't be involved against Leeds United. Never the plan to finalize before midday game deadline. Eze undertook his Arsenal medical this morning. So, Eze went ahead to really do his Arsenal medical this morning. You understand? And he won't be involved in the game of Leeds that is obviously going to be played tomorrow around this time, 19:30 hours. That's when that game of football will obviously be played. So Eberechi Eze is not part of the plan, and Arsenal, we obviously not going to be rushing the player, because what's the essence of really rushing the player? Yet we know to ignore that we have a squad that can obviously win this game of football and let him prepare for the next game. And by the way, Arsenal's next game is obviously going to be a big one. If you know, it's obviously going to be a big one. And who are they going to be facing as a club of Arsenal? Arsenal will be tussling it out with a team called Liverpool. Meaning that Eberechi Eze might make his debut when Arsenal is playing against Liverpool. That is next Sunday, 31st August. You understand? So, it shows you that Arsenal have gone ahead to improve their bench. And if you're really having Trossard, Martinelli off the bench, and Eze is the one who starts as a left forward, I think that means you've gone ahead to strengthen your bench hugely. You're really having a lack of Noni Madueke, Nogard, Mikel Merino, and so on and so forth. That means that you've gone ahead obviously strengthen hugely in there for you. So Eze is out of the game of Leeds, and that wasn't the game plan for the club of Arsenal. Now, let's leave Arsenal in there for you, and let's go to Enciso Julio. He has obviously gone ahead to complete the second part of his medical in London. Here are the exclusive picture of the 21-year-old Paraguayan joining Strasbourg this season, and then future Chelsea player. Contract until 2031 with blue option for one more season. So Julio Enciso has completed his medical in London. You understand? And he's joining Strasbourg this season, and then future Chelsea player. So Chelsea are really really doing such deals. Estavo coming in through in the Premier League was signed, I think, 2 seasons ago, and they are like, when he turns 18, he'll obviously come and represent to the fullest at the club of Chelsea. And guess what? This season, he's obviously going to be part of that Chelsea squad. Then from there, we also have Kenda, who plays as a right-wing back or a right attacking midfielder for the side of Sporting Lisbon. Also came in through and represented, and Chelsea signed him this season, and he's going to be spending one more season at a side called Sporting Lisbon. Then he'll come and really join the club of Arsenal later. Then from that, we also have a player now called Enciso, who has also gone ahead to sign for Chelsea, but they've gone ahead to obviously loan him to their sister club, I think, that is Strasbourg in France. That's how things are really happening. So he has passed his medical, and all will be put into the line as planned. So guys, thank you very much for watching through your thoughts on Eberechi Eze medical underway, and he's out of the Leeds game. That is really confirmed in here. And what are your thoughts about Enciso to the side of Chelsea? Rokani David is my name. Second video of the day, and hope you guys are really having fun. Returning with a mega live stream of Arsenal versus Leeds. Who starts? Who doesn't start? And who do we expect to obviously shine? We out.